good morning, everybody. Today is what? Let's see, November 6th, I think, Tuesday. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Temperature outside is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Today we're gonna go down to Socorro, do the GPS 301 down there, which they've got a GPS 301 and they've got a VOR. Those are the only two approaches they've got. And we'll try to make this one a shorter video. Two film critics at Atlantic, the local FBO, said that all my videos should be 5 minutes or less. I'm not sure I can get it down that. I'm not sure what they're really trying to tell me, but anyway, I'll go ahead and show you loading the procedure. We'll do, okay, procedure, approach, and the identifier is KONM, Socorro Muni, enter, and we'll do the RNAV 33 LP plus vertical. So we'll load that, and we don't want that, we want HETUD, which is just before the final approach fix, an initial approach fix. We'll do that, load and activate. And let's see, it does, it's got us doing a hold. We'll get rid of that. We'll need to do a procedure turn, but we may let the autopilot fly, start the hold, and then we'll switch over. So anyway, so that's loaded and activated. That, I've already got ATIS. So let's see, our desired track's 183 degrees. Makes sense. Got to be careful down there because there are restricted areas off to the east. You got to avoid. So anyway, that takes care of that. And in order to make this shorter than, or hope that it is, I will talk to you at the hold short line. We'll do the takeoff, and right after that we'll probably do just fly down there without a lot of video going until we get close to the approach, and then I'll come back on. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So see you in a while. We're coming up on the hold short line. We requested 1-2. It's more of a direct flight that way, shorter, save some gas. And we were told to hold short of 1-2 at Echo. They wanted to know if we needed a full length. We don't. So we'll do an intersection departure, go over to tower.
Good morning, ground.
And we'll hold short right here. Get everything set up. Alright. Brake on. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. We need both fuel pumps on. We got the landing light on. We got the flaps in. Brakes on. Chokes off. Did the run up. We're ready to rock. Let's talk to tower. Albuquerque Tower, Bristell 585, number Mike, holding short 1-2, ready for takeoff.
November 585, November Mike, Albuquerque Tower, back taxi approved, wind calm. Runway 12, clear for takeoff, no further right than 190.
Okay, no further right than 190. We don't need to back taxi, we'll just do the intersection departure.
Roger.
Okay, pretty quiet this morning, so far. Southwest over there getting ready to go. And we'll set the heading bug to the runway heading as soon as we get turned here. There we go. Engine instruments are all looking good. Alright, heading bug set. Bingo. Ready to go. Alright. Seatbelts done. Canopy locked. Brake off. Choke off. Ready to go. Let's let the big dog eat.
RNAV Tyler, runway.
Here we go. Airspeed's alive right away as usual. And we've got 45, 46, 48, 50. That's enough. Up we go. Full turbo. Whammo. Push you back in the seat. Excellent. Alright, flaps up. And we'll pull it off full turbo. Don't need all that extra power right now. And let's see, do that. Turn the autopilot on.
November 5 November Mike, contact Spark Rescue Flight.
23-9, thanks, 5 Mike. And we'll go over to 185 degrees. There. Albuquerque departure, Bristell 585, November Mike passing through 6200 on the way to 85.
Number 585, November Mike, Albuquerque departure radar contact, climb on course.
Climb on course, 5 Mike. Excellent. All right, we'll turn off the aux pump, turn off the landing lights. Got the heater on, it's kind of cold today. Rode the motorcycle down, so it is pretty nippy. All right, that's the takeoff. Be nothing new from here, probably until we get down there. If there is, I'll come back on. Otherwise, talk to you when we get close to the approach. Okay, back on with you. We're about 25 miles from the approach reversal HETUG, H-E-T-U-D. So I figured time to brief the approach. I'll put the plate up on the video so you can see it, but I'll look at it here. Basically, start at the top left. WAS, yeah, approach course is 339. We've got 58, 59. Runway landing, touchdown zones 4782.
Stand by.
And all these other little notes in here. I looked at them last night.
Say 5 to 6
Won't affect us. Missed approach is climbing right turn, 8,000 feet direct to the Socorro Vortac. That's real easy. Go down, we'll look at, we need to be at 7,800 feet
7 minutes or less, up to 390 now.
when we get to HETUG. And we'll have to do a course reversal, which will be basically it would be a parallel entry if we're going to do the hold. It's got left turns, which is unusual for holds, but left turns. So we'll go straight in, make the parallel entry, come back around, and then we'll fly the approach. We won't do the hold, even though the autopilot thinks we're going to. We'll cancel that out and just do the approach. And then we'll do a mist, and our minimums are 5160, so we'll enter those now. Minimums 5160. I've already told the center what we're going to do. They advised me about the restricted airspaces off to the east, and they are active today, so he's watching, I'm watching. If he thinks I'm
Thanks very much. Everything, 370 and all the other restrictions apply. Thanks.
But we look like we're okay so far. And I'm surprised we're not showing up on this approach plate because we're passing the Socorro EOR. I don't know why that's not showing up, but on the chart it shows that we're past it. But we'll see. Anyway, we're going direct. So, talk to you when we get closer.
5 Whiskey Bravo, that's 1 minute.
Okay, we're back on. This is the approach plate, and the reason I wasn't seeing a plane on the approach plate is that was not an accurate distance. You can see that break, so the VOR was further back. That's why it didn't show up, and I was worried about that. And anyway, we're coming up on HETUG. We're going to do the course reversal, and then we'll fly the approach in. I'll give you a little bit of what the weather's doing there right now, so you can hear it.
Socorro Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 1543. Zulu weather wind 340 at 11. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 9 Celsius. Dew point -12. Altimeter 30290.
Okay, so that's what the ASOS says, or AWOS, whatever it is. We are down at 7,800 feet, which is what it shows on the plate as far as your entry. So it's 7,800 feet. And I'll get back to you, probably cut a little of this out, so as soon as we get to HETUG and we're going to do that course reversal, I'll show you how that's done. Okay, we got 1 mile to HETUG. Plane's it's in nav on the autopilot, so it's gonna hold parallel, that's what it says. So we'll let it make that turn. We'll go out a little ways, and we'll then override it and come back in and do the approach, because we do not need to do the hold. now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off nav. I'm going to center the heading bug first, take it off and go to heading. So now that'll work. And I'm going to arm the approach. Going a little ways because we want to make that turn, come back around like this, which is a parallel entry, and then we'll fly the approach.
DZ Shady 05 is up with 2 passes of static line. It's going to be 1 per pass.
And it's showing that we're almost 2 miles from Heat Tug. Probably a little bit more. In fact, I'll probably just make the turn right here. Again, this hold's kind of weird because it's left turns. Almost all of them are right, unless they're specified otherwise, or ATC direction.
That's a good copy. 3 knots on the way.
And we've got a 6-knot left quartering crosswind. The wind you heard on the ASOS is right down the runway. It's a little stiff, but right down the runway should be good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make our turn. And we want to go to 189 degrees, which is shown right there. And we'll go past that because we got to re-intercept. So probably a 30-degree intercept, so what, 220? I'm thinking right. No, it's not right. 20 degrees. Oh, 009. So 39, 039 degrees should be about right. Now we'll arm the approach. You'll see up here now shows GPS is armed, glide path is armed. And it should start flashing when it's going to do the intercept, if everything's working like it should. Go ahead and put the other fuel pump on, landing light. And the GTN saying 010, the autopilot is capturing the GPS approach course. So perfect. Socorro traffic, Bristell 585, November Mike, about 14 miles south of the field at 7800, flying the GPS 33, going to do a touch and go back to Albuquerque, Socorro.
Berlin traffic, City 05 will have jumpers in the air, 6,500 feet and below in 1 minute. Use caution, do not overfly the field.
Now, the one reason it's not captured glide path yet is it's going to be probably that final approach fix, maybe, but I'm thinking it should come in before that. So we're coming back on Heat Tug, which is an intermediate fix or initial approach fix. So we're doing 92 knots, bring back down to 4,500 RPM, slow down just a little bit. Alright, so there's Heat Tug. We're in the approach mode. Some of this real boring stuff I'll edit out. And these are the restricted areas we avoided. And he told me they are active today. So you don't want to go in there. Socorro traffic, Bristell 585, November Mike, 11 miles south of the field. 7,800 feet flying the GPS 33, touch and go back to Albuquerque, Socorro. Okay, we just captured the glide path this far out. Final approach fix is Zub 2. So the autopilot is doing a very, very nice job. What a surprise. You know how to operate it, it'll save your bacon. Alright, Zope Tube, then Zope Tube will make the turn to the final approach course. Socorro traffic, Bristell 585, you're Mike, 8 miles south, 7,800 feet, flying the GPS 33, touch and go back to Albuquerque, Socorro.
2,000. Temperature 10.
Alexander, Alpha 300 Hotel Kilo, 8 miles to the north, inbound.
90.
All in traffic, KD05 across 212 will have one jumper in the air in approximately 5 minutes. 6,500 feet right over the middle of the field.
340 at 8, perfect.
So, use caution, I'll let you know when we're releasing them.
Alright, just made the turn to the final approach course. And we've got that left 3-knot crosswind, which is kind of light coming down here. It was like 15.
Straight in for 21 or do wide right base for 21, you should be good.
Rio Grande River over there.
Right base for a 2-1 right now for Hotel Kilo.
Yeah, I'll slow it down a little more. It's picked up since it's on the glide path. Alright, we've got both fuel pumps on. We've got the landing light, flaps not yet. Chokes off, brakes off. And with wind right down the runway, should be perfect. So, all we need to do right now is to put the flaps in when we get slow enough. Take the autopilot off, do a landing and take off, and back to Albuquerque, probably do the ILS 3 there. I'll put that on the video, but you've seen it before, so that's, you've seen it before, you can just clear the video off. Socorro traffic, Bristell 585, number Mike, 4 miles south of the field, flying the GPS 33, touch and go, back to Albuquerque, Socorro. Almost forgot where I was. This airport actually has 2 runways. There's another one that runs, I think, perpendicular to 33. The only downside of this runway is you've got a lot of terrain off to the west. You've got to be careful. And our minimum descent altitude is 5160. We're at 5620. Socorro traffic, Bristell 585. Number Mike, short final for 33. Socorro. Now, interesting about this approach, it's not straight in. So if you look, the taxiway looks straight in, but the runway is not. So you'd have to be real careful there.
DZ Shady 05 is 2 minutes up.
Alright, do you want us to make left turn or right turn on departure?
You know, usually these things are straight in. I don't, not understanding
Right,
exactly, but probably because of the restricted
restricted
airspace. This has kind of got a turn towards, you know, as soon as you get down to almost final. Interesting.
Crater drop, Shady 05.
Alright, 10 degrees of flaps. So we've got everything set up. Both fuel pumps on, landing lights, flaps are in. As soon as we hit the 5160, I'll take the autopilot off and try to land. We're on the glide path on the, I call it localizer. It's not really a localizer GPS course, but easy enough. All right, there we go. Autopilot off. Slow it down a bit. And actually get lined up for runway.
And blend traffic, Shady 05, cost of 212 is at 6,500 feet. Going to be overflying runway 3113 just to the north side of it, releasing jumpers in 1 minute. Blend.
Okay, hold it off, look at the end of the runway, line the plane up, hold it off, 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 bingo. Okay, good one. And here we go. Windsock showing right down the runway. Up and away we go. Flaps up. And Socorro traffic, Bristell 585, remember Mike, upwind 33, heading back to Albuquerque, Socorro. And we'll set our altitude to 95. I'll set up. And we'll go indicated airspeed, heading autopilot so I can load the approach. Okay, now we'll go back. I'm gonna go to flight plan. I don't see any other planes around.
Moving Alexander,
I want to delete it.
turning left crosswind.
Yes.
We'll depart
Go.
the pattern towards Mid Valley.
Back here, procedure, approach, what, KABQ, KABQ, yep. Alright,
Ambulant traffic, 205 has a jumper in the air, 6,500 feet over midfield.
ILS 3.
Cannot overfly the field.
Connectors, load and activate, okay.
Well, would be left down 151.
And we'll go direct to Texas.
Have a good day.
Activate. And we'll go nav. Alright, so the rest of it should be fairly boring, so I'll talk to you when we get close to the ILS 3.
Keep squawk for change 2,000 feet, 205.
German 5 November Mike, 8 miles from the Falmouth approach deck, maintain 7,500 to establish on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 3 approach.
7,500 feet, clear the ILS 3 approach, 5 November Mike.
German 585 November Mike, contact tower 120.3.
20.3, 5 November Mike.
On the visual for runway 3.
Scott 64423 Albuquerque Tower, wind calm, runway 3 following a 737, 3 mile final, flash picture.
423, we're number 2 behind the 737.
Albuquerque Tower, Bristell 585, November Mike, on the ILS 3 approach, full stop.
Bristell 585 November Mike, Albuquerque Tower, good morning, wind calm, runway 3, clear to land following a Skyhawk in a right 5 mile bend.
Clear to land on 3, 5 November Mike. And we're currently 1 mile from Texas. I'm on the localizer, on the glide slide. The super autopilot's flying the approach. I'm going to put on the other fuel pump, landing light, and we've already been cleared to land.
3 is clear to land, runway 3, thanks.
So there's the glide slope coming in.
Yeah, morning, Sky 113 Bravo, Alpha inbound.
Pull back, full throttle.
Skyhawk 113 Bravo Alpha, Albuquerque Tower, good morning, wind calm, runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 8, Sky 113 Bravo Alpha.
Down about 4,500 RPM, start out, we'll see how that plays. So, both fuel pumps, landing light, flaps not yet, brake off, choke off. 7,240, 55, 12 is our minimums, we've got that dialed in. So it should yak at us when we get close. Currently we have about a 10 knot quartering right tailwind, helping our ground speed. We're 118 knots currently.
Sky 6423, stay parking. Under Sky 423.
Alright, we'll go down to 3,800 RPM.
And contact ground point 9.
Let's turn on Charlie and contact
So
ground
we are
point
at
9.
93 knots, slowing to 92. And we'll take the autopilot off when we hit minimums. Synthetic vision, very cool. There's the runway right there. The mountains. Alright, back to split screen. Alright, 83 knots, still too fast. 82, coming down. Rio Grande's got a little bit of water in it. 3.5 miles to go to the runway on the localizer, on the glide slope. And we'll drop it down to about 3,300 RPM, see if we can slow it up a bit. We're at 76 knots now. That's slow enough for flaps. And might as well go ahead and dial them in, let the autopilot adjust for that. So there's no jerking when I turn it off. We'll turn it off at minimums. The Albuquerque drag strip over there, I pointed that out numerous times, and the hills over there, a lot of dirt bikes go over and climb. Used to do that when I was a younger boy. Alright, we got 2.1 miles to go, 2 now. And we're passing through 6020, looking for 5512, which is the minimums. Got the flaps in, both fuel pumps, landing light, choke off, brake off.
500.
So we got about 300 feet to go because it's a 200-foot minimums. We don't autopilot, it's too white, too red, just what it should be. And the wind's supposedly 360 at 5, so we'll have a little bit of a left crosswind, not much. And 5680. This just goes to show how low you can go in IMC and still be able to continue down to the runway. Alright, pulling power off more, 67 knots. Should hear the minimums pretty soon.
Minimums.
There we go, autopilot's off. 64 knots. $60 knots. About right. Alright, keep the plane lined up, look at the end of the runway, keep it off, keep it off, keep it off, keep it off, keep it off. That wasn't the greatest one, but it wasn't that bad. The nose up, slow us down. But that's mean we've lost the glide path localizer. You go get another one for whichever one that wasn't. So anyway, okay, we're on the ground. That's it. Taxi to the T-hangars. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.